Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Luke with Harmonica.com, and thanks for tuning into this lesson, Blues for Beginners. All right, here's a subject very near and dear to my heart. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play the blues on the harmonica, even if you can't really bend yet, so that you can jam along with anybody, anywhere, anytime, and have a lot of fun. I'm going to show you how to play the chords to the 12-bar blues. And then I'm going to show you how to solo over the 12-bar blues, like this. I'm playing a C harmonica for this lesson, and we're going to be playing in cross harp in the key of G. Any 10-hole diatonic harmonica will do the trick for this lesson. I think the 12-bar blues is something that's really worth taking some time to learn, like the front and back of your hand. Know it forwards and backwards, inside and out. The 12-bar blues, you can't have too much of it. When you're first learning the 12-bar blues, the thing that's going to help you a lot is to remember that it's 3 phrases and each one is 4 bars, okay? So 1 bar of music. Typically, if we're in 4/4 time, which is the most common time signature, especially for blues, 1 bar of music is counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, so if we have a 4-bar phrase, it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4-bar phrase right there, okay? And it's something that we feel very naturally, the 4-bar phrase. And a 12-bar blues is 3 of those. And lyrically, it tends to be the first 2 phrases are the same, and then the third one is different. So like, I got a sweet baby, Lord, what she does for me. I got a sweet baby, Lord, what she does for me. And then the third phrase would be different. Every time I come home, she always makes me tea. Okay, and that right there is the whole form. So it's really very simple. So let's just talk about the chords, and having watched my video, Chords for Beginners, will definitely help you with this part of the lesson. So if you haven't checked that out, check out the link below the video and check out that lesson real quick if you don't understand about numbering chords and how to play chords on the harmonica. The first phrase, 4 bars long, very simple, 4 bars of the 1 chord. That's going to be very easy to remember, right? Okay, got it. Boom, done. Second phrase. The second 4-bar phrase is only a slight change from the first one. Instead of doing 4 bars of 1, now in the second phrase, we're going to do 2 bars of the 4 chord followed by 2 bars of the 1 chord. Okay, so the second phrase is not that different from the first phrase. Now the third phrase is the one that changes, or it's the one that's the most different. And just like the lyrics change when you're in the third, the chords are also quite different here. We have a bar of 5, and then a bar of 4, and then our simplest form, we're going to end with 2 bars of 1. The last 2 bars of the blues form, by the way, are called the turnaround, and we'll do a lot more investigating those last 2 bars because that's where a lot of color and fun and variation and individual signatures and styles can come into play in those last 2 bars. But for right now, we're going to keep it very simple and just have the last 2 bars be the 1 chord. A really good rhythm for playing the chords to the 12-bar blues is a rhythm called the Charleston, which is where we're going to play on beat 1, and then we're going to play between beats 2 and 3. And so before we even play this on the harmonica, we're just going to clap it one time just so that we can make sure we're really feeling it. Okay? 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 1, 2, and 3. So this is the rhythm we're going to be playing. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, now let's try and play the chords on the harmonica. Here we go. very good. That's the chords for the 12-bar blues, and that's a great thing to play behind a singer or a soloist when you're jamming with a band. But I think to start with, that'll be a great way for you to like really learn this form and get that ingrained in your head. And once you do, even then when you're soloing, sometimes you can back yourself up by playing those chords, and it'll add a really cool touch to your solo. But really knowing and being able to feel where you are in the form when you're soloing is so important, because context is everything when we're telling a story. And that's what we're doing when we're playing a solo. We're telling a story. So, on that note, let's learn how to solo over the blues. When you play a solo, you're telling a story. Music is a language for communicating emotion and feelings. Just like words, just like we can communicate with our words, we can communicate with music. Okay, so if music is a language, then we have to learn some words and some phrases to be able to communicate, okay? So I'm going to teach you 3 simple blues phrases that you can use to create a blues harmonica solo. And, when we get into this subject, a lot of people can get a little bit funny about being worried about copying something or about something not being original. Hey, you're going to sound like you when you play what I teach you right now. And you can vary these phrases by how loud or soft you play them, how you emphasize it, the rhythm of it, a million different things. And so just like we all have a unique fingerprint, we're all going to sound unique when we solo. So don't worry about copying. When you first learned how to talk, you tried to copy what you heard your parents or people around you saying to you. And then gradually you developed your own voice. And that's how it's going to be here too. Okay, so the first one here, I am calling the question phrase because it sounds like it asks a question. And I'll play it for you first. It's like this. And that's a really nice phrase that it's an upward phrase, and it kind of sounds like it's asking a question, right? And it's really very simple to play. All I'm doing is I'm drawing on the 2 draw. I'm sliding over 2 holes. Okay, the 2, 3, 4 draws. But as soon as I get to the 4 draw, I'm going to blow on it right away. Okay, so you're not really hearing that 4 draw because it goes by so quickly. So think about it as I'm drawing on the 2, sliding over 2 holes, and blowing on the 4. If I play it really slow, but when I play it fast, okay, and on the first hole on that 2 draw, if you can bend into it, if you know how to bend already, great. But if you don't know how to bend yet, then I would just recommend saying oi. Oi, 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 okay? And then the last part of the phrase is then after we blow on the 4, we're going to give a nice strong draw on the 4. So it'll be like... And on that 4 draw too, again, I'm saying oi, 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 okay? So that's the first phrase, the question. And then if you want to do some kind of hand wah, there's all different ways that we can vary it, but that is a really great phrase. Okay, that's the question. Now let's learn the answer. What we're going to do is we're going to draw on the 4, bend it down, and then slide back to the 2. So there's the draw 4. I'm going to bend it down a half step. Okay. Now, if you can't bend yet, I just want you to say ee-yaw. Ee-yaw. I'm having trouble not bending it when I say ee-yaw. And then we're going to slide to the left. Ee-yaw on the 4 draw, and then slide to the 2 draw. Okay, and that's the answer phrase. Okay, so those are 2 really great phrases that I probably use in every single blues harmonica solo that I ever play in second position. Okay, then the third lick that I'm going to teach you is a trill. A trill just means going back and forth between 2 notes, okay? And in this case, we're going to go back and forth between the 4 draw and the 5 draw. Again, we can bend into this, or we can shape the tone of it again by saying oi when we start on the 4 draw. we can shake our hands, or we can shake our head. Either way is fine. Whatever's more comfy. To me, this gives me a headache, so I tend to shake my hands, I think. But that's all the trill is. Bend into the 4 if you can. And then while you're trilling, try saying oi, or try bending the trill down and letting it come out. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, now, just with those 3 phrases, I can play a whole harmonica solo. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. I'm going to play a solo for you, and I'm going to have the tabs and everything so that you can learn to play it like I'm playing it. But that's mostly just to show you some ideas about how you could take these 3 phrases and maybe repeating some notes and playing some simple single notes in between. You can create a really awesome blues harmonica solo. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, congratulations. Great job on learning how to comp, which is short for accompany. It's like you're accompanying a soloist or a singer. So you learned how to comp the blues, how to play the chords, and then you learned a little bit of killer blues vocabulary so that you can take a ripping solo. I hope you had fun. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up and subscribe for all the latest lessons from harmonica.com. This video was intended to be like a crash course in the blues. The blog that accompanies it on harmonica.com has a couple of the common variations to the 12-bar blues. So I recommend checking out the blog. Otherwise, I hope you had a great time. This is Luke with harmonica.com signing off. Yeah. The blues. I want to memorize the chords to the first harmonica. Here we go. Not like that.